Hi, Jim Van Zandt here, Carlisle United Methodist Church, sermon in 3 minutes. I'm standing in front of a cross we have in the corner of our sanctuary that has an orange flame beside it. That orange flame is made out of small orange gratitude cards we had our people fill out last week in church, things that they are grateful for, because the message is about being grounded in gratitude. This past week it was about what God reveals in prayer. Did you know the most dangerous prayer Jesus ever uttered on earth was that simple prayer, not my will, but your will be done, O God? Simple prayer, but a very dangerous prayer, because he understood what that meant on the eve of his crucifixion, the torturing, the suffering, the eventual death it would lead to. Fact of the matter is, you and I are to pray that prayer probably every day in our lives as followers of Jesus, because it is all about God, not all about us, so it is all about God's will and not our will. The most dangerous thing that we can do while we're on this earth is to not pray that prayer. Because not praying that prayer is tantamount to saying to God, God, I don't care what your will is for my life. I don't care what you want to accomplish through me. I don't care what your purpose is for me. I have my own will and way. I have my own goals that I want to strive for. I'll be in control. It's a dangerous prayer because we give up control. But if we don't give up control, the scriptures say, the consequences are even more dangerous. I know I sought God many times in my life. The reason why I became a pastor, I was struggling with what I was supposed to do with my life, and the answer became clear to me. God wanted me to be a pastor in his church, not because I feel I'm good at it, but simply because I'm following what God's will is for me. Just like you follow God's will for you, I'm simply following what I believe God's will is for me in this role. One of the things that we need to have a change of attitude on is praying this prayer, oh God, what do you want to do through me? What's your will for my life? Many of us are afraid to pray that prayer because we're afraid we might actually hear from God, and what we hear from God may not be good. I want us to change our attitude about that prayer, and rather than fear the prayer, to embrace the prayer, to know that that prayer can unlock blessings in our lives that we have no idea about. I know it did for me when I chose to become a pastor. I've had experiences and opportunities in my life I never would have dreamed about before. It's been a glorious thing that God has done for me. I know that he wants to do for each of us if we would but have the courage to accept and take on his will in our lives. I think I use this picture a lot of times in my head. I think God has a dump truck in heaven full of blessings for you and me, and most of us are just running around with a very small Dixie cup trying to catch what we can. God has so much more for us. We need to expand our cups. I fear that one day I'll get to heaven and you'll get to heaven and we'll see all these blessings in this huge room, and we'll ask God, what were those for? And he would say, well, those are things I wanted to give you, but you just didn't give me enough time or an opportunity. We want to give God opportunities to bless us. Have the courage to pray the prayer, Lord, what do you want to do through me? And then sit back and see the glorious things that God will do. That's Sermon in 3 minutes. God bless you.